In life, there are memories that will never leave us.
I like you very much, just as you are.
But sometimes, those memories are suddenly
Bridget.
all we're left with.
Ah, Mrs. Darcy.
Mr. Wallaker.
Why is your granny wearing pajamas?
Bridget, you're a widow with 2 wonderful children. My advice to you is put your own oxygen mask on first.
You just have to get laid.
Shaz is right.
Oh my god.
It's been 4 years now.
You're effectively a nun. A very, very naughty nun.
I've set you up on Tinder.
What's Tinder? Mommy! Mabel stuck up the tree! We're going to die!
Everything all right, Mrs. Darcy?
Oh my God.
Hiya.
I've climbed a magical man tree.
Hello.
You can call me Rockstar.
Bridget Jones.
But you can call her mummy.
Is that the tree Adonis? If you don't shag him, I will.
How old are you?
28.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm 29.
We are about to embark on an adventure.
You sure you're up to this?
I'm your girl.
Hello, my name is Michael Morley, and I'm here to review Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy. Directed by Michael Morris, starring and returning Renee Zellweger in the 4th installment of Bridget Jones. I can't believe that the last one came out nearly a decade ago. How time goes by. In this one, we tragically lose Mark Darcy, Colin Firth. It's revealed in the trailer, so if you are not aware of this, you've been living under a rock. It's in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. She tragically loses her husband Mark Darcy. It's been 4 years since he has passed, and now she is living as a single mother, a widowed mother, and her friends and everyone are trying to sort of tell her to get back out and start getting out in the dating world and trying to live her life and move on. I've got to say, out of the 4 Bridget Jones movies, this is the most saddest, the most serious, probably the least funny. Still funny, but this is definitely drama first. Drama first, comedy second. It's definitely still funny and it's definitely still a comedy, but it's a lot more serious than the other films. This movie really focuses on loss and how you focus on grieving and what she goes through. It is very sad, but she ends up going for there's like a love triangle. Well, technically there's 2 new love interests that come in. One character played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, who plays the school teacher, who is the teacher of her kids, and she also falls in love with, starts dating a young man who's about 29, played by Leo Woodall. She gets back into her comedic roots of Bridget Jones when it comes to her corny romance and how she acts in front of men when she's attracted to them. You know how she always is embarrassing and just humiliates herself, but you just fall in love with her because that's just who she is. It is a new element that she's going for a younger guy, and herself is like, should I really go through with this? And also because she's thinking about, even though he's not alive anymore, she thinks about Mark, but she also feels like I need to, everyone's telling me I need to live my life and move on. We also get to see Hugh Grant return as Daniel Cleaver, and he is absolutely hilarious. He steals every scene he's in. I wanted more of him. He's only in about 3 scenes, but I wanted more Hugh Grant. He is absolutely hilarious. I think out of all the sequels, this one really, I can just tell it's based on the novel. So anyone who was a fan of Bridget Jones and was a fan of the novels, they knew that Mark Darcy was going to die eventually. They knew it was coming. So to everyone else who just watched the movies, is a complete shock that Mark Darcy is dead. Well, it was in the novel, so it was coming. It was gonna happen eventually. But what's funny is that Daniel Cleaver died in the last one, but he's revealed to be alive at the ending of the 3rd movie, and he comes back in this one. Him and Bridget's relationship have obviously gotten better. They're now friends. They've grown older, and he's still the same person, very much a ladies' man, getting around, having fun, and still falling around with other women, but you can tell that their relationship is so different to where it left off in the 2nd movie. I wish there was a bit more story with Colin Firth. I wish we could have seen
very much.
It's very much after the events of his death, and I would have liked to have seen the event of where he died. and how and actually seeing him alive and then seeing him get killed off, and then it leads into where she is now. We're only seeing Colin Firth as a spirit. We're seeing him as a spirit in Bridget's mind, and he appears a few moments, but very little fragments. We could have had just one moment of him being alive and leading to his death. It just would have been more. It just was a missed opportunity to not have him come back alive for one little moment before he dies. I also wish that Hugh Grant and Bridget Jones's relationship, I wish we could have seen how they rekindled, how they regained that friendship, because the way their relationship ended in The Edge of Reason, if anyone has seen the second Bridget Jones movie, actually just leaves her at the airport where she gets arrested because she has drugs in the bag. And he just goes and leaves her. And then Colin Firth has to go and rescue her, and then he gets into a fight with Hugh Grant, and that's how it ends. And I wanted to know, well, how did they rekindle their friendship after that? That's me being nitpicky, but other than that, I did really like the relationship, the Chiwetel Ejiofor. I really liked Chiwetel Ejiofor's character. I thought he was a very kind, respectful man as a teacher who's very respectful to the kids. I also like Leah Woodall. I thought, look, he's the young guy, but I kind of knew what was going to happen and who she was going to get with. Overall, I think out of all the sequels, this is probably the best one out of the sequels. I still think the first one's the best, but I would say this is actually better than it should be. I did not expect it to be this good. Just a few little moments as what I had previously mentioned, but I still think this is a very good movie, and I think anyone who's a Bridget Jones fan is going to come out of this with tears and joy. 8.5 out of 10.
Do you miss Dada sometimes?
I miss him all of the times.
Can you survive?
I think so.
It's not enough to survive, you've got to live.
Was that the Dalai Lama?
Just Harry Styles, I think.
Mr. Wallaker.
Now that is what I call a rebrand.
Did you have sex?
Did you have sex?
Did you have sex last night? Yes, I did. I had a full night of utterly mind-blowing sex, and it was amazing! Bridget Jones, it's time to live.
Uncle Daniel!
Miniature Darcy, what's the news?
Where are the ladies with the big...
Hair. Well, they couldn't make it, I'm afraid. They're washing their hair.
All three?
Well, they wash each other's, you see.